Guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Divya Dubey and you're watching DD's Tarot. Now we are going to talk about the Sacred India Tarot deck, which is an old deck and one of the first I think that I had amongst the Indian decks. It's by Rohit Arya and Jane Addams with a comprehensive 350-page handbook, and it's inspired by Indian mythology and epics. That is, they have the stories from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, but also Indian history in the sense that they have stories of the Buddha and Mahavir. Now, I've had this deck for some time. I've had it since 2016. And I used to use it a lot but then I stopped using it because of one card, and I'll talk about it just now. Now, this is an absolutely brilliant deck in some ways. It has this lovely book, the accompanying book, that is the Sacred India Tarot, and it gives you the explanations in detail about all they have done, including what is tarot, a brief history, more about the deck and the structure, the spiritual concepts and symbols. Also about negativity in the tarot, because this is a very positive deck, I have to say that. And they have given indeed a very deep study of the entire thing. Also, this is what I consider the only truly authentic Indian deck, because apart from the major arcana, it also uses stories from Indian mythology and history for the minor arcana, which no other Indian deck does. Usually you will see when it comes to the minor arcana, people use variations of the Rider-Waite, minor variations, but this is the one that has actually gone deep into Indian mythology and taken appropriate stories from them. So let's get to the cards now. And this one has 2 extra cards in the entire deck for death and the world. Now, I wish they had another extra card for the figure that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so let's begin with the wild card, or card number 0, which is the Fool, which is here represented by Rudra Shiva. Now, Rohit Arya is a yogi and a well-known yogi, and he has some absolutely brilliant discourses available on YouTube, also on his blog, which is on WordPress. But he has one on Rudra Shiva, and he explains it brilliantly about how the journey of Rudra Shiva is parallel to that of the Fool, and you must look at those discourses. He also talks about entelechy or swadharma, which is a person's life purpose, and how that relates to yoga and tarot, because he believes that yoga and tarot are interconnected, and that tarot should not be used for purposes of predictions, but rather as a tool for self-development. So that's Rudra Shiva. This is the magician. That's Vishnu, the high priestess, Saraswati, the Empress, Sri Lakshmi, the Emperor, Brahma, the Hierophant, Manu, and I really wish they had another card for this, because as a woman and as a modern woman, I just cannot connect with this card. And I really don't know, I'm sure he must have had a reason for choosing this, but I think there should have been a card that women connected with better. So I'll put this here for the moment. Number 6, the lovers. That is Kacha and Devyani here. The chariot, Parthasarathi. Justice at number 8 instead of strength. That's Varuna. The hermit, Mahavir. The wheel at number 10, which here is Kal Chakra. 11, strength interchanged with justice. Durga, the hanging man. Trishanku. Now death, this is in two parts. Part A is Yama and part B is Kali. Temperance, Ganga. Devil, Mara. Again, this is not really a negative card because according to Rohit Arya, you don't really have an equal or corresponding figure to Satan in Indian mythology, which is quite true. You have the Rakshasas, of course, but not one figure that stands against the all-encompassing Supreme God. So nothing of that kind here. The tower, Shiva Tripurantaka. The star, the Ushas, moon, Chandra. The sun, Surya Narayan. Judgment, Pralay. The world, A, is Mahashakti and the world B is Nataraj. Now you've seen here two forms of Shiva already. If you know Indian mythology well, if you're familiar with it, you will be able to read a lot of meanings into this. So with this, we finish the major arcana and come to the suit of discs. The minors. So this is the birth of Buddha, the ace, the two of discs, the secluded youth, the three of discs, the foresights, the four, the great departure, 5 years of striving, 6, the enlightenment, 7, the wheel turns, 8, the conversion of Angulimal, 9, the transmission of Zen, a very famous story, 10, Nirvana. Now the quotes are different. All the quotes have something more. So here page is the inheritance, the Knight of Discs, the face of glory, Queen, Hariti, the King, Kubera. The suit of lotuses or cups, Ace, the meditating Shiva, 2, the destiny of Parvati, 3, the bliss of service, 4, Kama intoxicates Shiva, 5, Shiva incinerates Kama, 6, the tapasya of Parvati, 7, Parvati waters trees, 8, Shiva tests Parvati, 9, Shiva marries Parvati, 10, the Ardhanarishwara, page Anirudh, knight Kama, queen Rati, king Pradyumna. As you can see, there are deeper meanings here than you can see on the surface. There is a lot of scope for study. Staves, the ace. This is from the Ramayana, so the bridge across the ocean. Two of staves, impasse. 3. Ravana rejects counsel. 4. Rama welcomes Vibhishana. 5. The fall of Kumbhakarna. 6. Ravana is defeated. 7. Sita's trial by fire. 8. Flight of Pushpak Vimana. 9. The king's dilemma. 10. The earth receives Sita. If you look at the traditional Rider-Waite meanings of the cards, you will see beautiful parallels with these stories, with the Indian mythology. Now again, the courts are different. So for the page of staves, you have Ashwini Kumaras, the knight is Skanda, the queen is Swaha, and the king is Agni. Deep symbology here for those who want to study the deck deeper. And finally we come to the last suit, that is the suit of arrows. Now the suit of arrows or swords, so that's the ace of arrows. Bhishma story from the Mahabharata. Bhishma blocks Ganga. 2 of arrows, the training of Bhishma. 3 of arrows, father's sorrow. 4 of arrows, Bhishma's dilemma. 5 of arrows, Bhishma renounces the throne. 6 of arrows, Bhishma's stewardship. 7 of arrows, the conspiracy. 8 of arrows, Bhishma offers his life to Krishna. 9 of arrows, Bhishma confronts Shikhandi. 10 of arrows, Bhishma teaches Yudhishthira. Now pages, knights, queens and kings, as you know, are different in every suit. So here for the page of arrows we have Nakul and Sehdev. For the knight of arrows we have Hanuman. Queen of arrows Draupadi, and the king of arrows Garud. As you can see, as you can make out, if you are familiar with the Rider-Waite tradition, there is deep symbology here, deep parallels, but also differences that give you layers of meaning for the tarot cards from India. So if you are using this deck, please make sure that you do go deep into Indian mythology and Indian history, and also take a look at the material available online in the discourses, in Rohit Arya's videos and on his blog, and you should be able to use this deck very well indeed. Bye. Hey guys, I've come up with a simple solution for the problem I was facing with the Sacred India Tarot. Instead of using the figure of Manu for the Hierophant that I couldn't connect with at all, I think I'm going to use the card in the introductory cards, that is the figure of Ganesha, the blessings of Ganesha. I think Ganesha makes the most wonderful and the most appropriate Hierophant possible. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to start using this deck again because I really love it otherwise. Bye. Hello people, welcome to my channel Didi's Tarot. This is where I will be posting my tarot related videos and updates. Please, if you like them, press like and subscribe and press the bell icon. And also you can see the booking details down here, and book a session if you'd like to, either online or offline. Thank you.